Hi everyone. Um, this video will be in English, but subtitles will be added when I end the live feed, and later on I will also add subtitles in Maltese. So here's the thing. When I decided to put myself forward as a candidate for the European Parliament elections, I did so knowing that it would at times be quite a difficult journey. So at the beginning, I wrote down some reminders, some notes to myself for the future, about the reasons why I'm doing this, about the reasons why I am a candidate, and why I want to enter politics. I believe I have plenty of things to offer that other politicians do not offer us at the moment. One of these things is the ability to speak truth to power. So even when the situation is rather difficult, I feel I am able to speak truth to power and speak about things. I learned this as an activist. I was used to this as an activist. You need to call out inappropriate and discriminatory actions when you observe them, be them made by people in institutions, or also as part of organizations that I was part of. Another thing that relates to learning, but also unlearning, and the ability to talk about uncomfortable topics. As a queer person, I learned and I know about the need to speak about things that are often considered taboo. This leads to eventually being able to get rid of those taboos, to smash those taboos. So yesterday morning, I read the news that about the Abortion Support Network, an organization in the UK that has decided to extend its services to people from Malta and Gibraltar. It seemed like a big deal, but I was surprised when I went online later and realized that no political party reacted to this news, and that in fact not all news portals had covered it. The ones who did cover it, the news portals that covered this news, had hundreds of comments. I read some of them. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't be reading the comments. Like, do not read the comments. I don't always take this advice, because when you get hundreds of comments, then you know that this news is a big deal to many. However, we have gotten used to how issues on reproductive health or any other taboo subject are left to be discussed. They are just left to be discussed through tweets, through posts on Facebook, and on the comments, on the comment boards, under news articles. There is nothing constructive in this kind of discussion. And shrugging it off will only continue to affirm the taboo status of these issues. So, of course, right now, it would be very easy for me to say nothing and keep on going with my campaign as it's going, especially because abortion falls nowhere within the remit of the European Parliament. The thing is, that is not me, and that is not the kind of politics I aspire to. Most of the time, we are talking about local and national issues in our campaigns. Anyways, so here's the thing. I think that a lot of politicians and candidates and parties are scared to say anything when it comes to abortion and reproductive health, especially now with an election around the corner. And this is frustrating and unacceptable. Sure, it is clear that all political parties in Malta have a consensus on this issue. Like, it seems like all the political parties agree. But It's an estimated 300 to 400 people a year who are leaving Malta to access abortion in another country. We have Maltese NGOs, or a Maltese NGO who has proposed a policy paper which supports decriminalization of abortion in certain circumstances. And there are many, many people who are so clearly invested in this debate. The National Youth Parliament a few years ago also asked on our politicians to debate this. So why can't we discuss this in a way that goes beyond these tweets, these posts on Facebook, these comments? Why is it an issue that's being ignored? I believe that we need to talk about difficult stuff. I really believe we need to analyze what is at stake here. This is our responsibility. This is my responsibility also as someone who is putting myself forward in politics. This current silence breeds stigma, and it's harming many. So with this short live video, and it's live so that I don't chicken out. So with this short live video, I would like to call for the threats and hatred in social media debates about abortion to stop. And I would like to call for a proper and respectful discussion so that we are able to understand all the factors, intersecting issues, and everything else that is at stake with this. What makes us react in these ways when someone even mentions abortion? Why can't we be talking about this in a respectful and non-judgmental manner? Which looks at sexual and reproductive health and rights as a whole. Why is our comprehensive sexual education lagging so behind? So yes, enough with these taboos, enough with these stigmas. They are harmful. They are harmful to individuals, to families, to entire communities. And when it comes to abortion in Malta, it is clear this taboo is harmful to our whole country. As a queer person, someone who grew up queer in Malta before all these legal advances, I kind of know something about the harm caused by taboos and the silencing caused by taboos and the censorship caused by taboos. And it really hurts me to think that this similar kind of taboo is now harming others, or has been harming others. So my message is this: if anyone here wants to talk about this in public, in private, in a non-judgmental and respectful way, and I promise that, I am ready for that. So let's pause and understand what's at stake. Let's try our best and this is a call also to other candidates, other politicians. Let's try to create a space for dialogue about abortion. It's time that we look at what's going on under the surface. And absolutely it's time to stop. It's really time to stop silencing others. So thanks for the ones who watched me live, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say.